from the Mike and April studios. This is Plugged In.
Wow, there we are.
Look at us. We went from Oklahoma to Texas and we made it. Heck yeah.
Ugh.
Right? Welcome in, everybody. I do believe this is episode 26. Am
It
I
is
right?
episode 26.
All right, episode 26 with Mike and
Hi,
April
Tracy.
are plugged in. Well, welcome in, Tracy in Arizona. Arizona?
Arizona. Hey, look,
Sherry
Sean's
Jones.
here.
Sean S. is in the house as well.
Sherry's here. Yep. Wow.
Awesome, guys.
Kissy Cat. Scott Nightingale.
Well, it's like a roll call.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
check them all off your list.
It's like I've seen these people today.
Right, exactly. Guys, we had a lot of fun today.
Oof.
Well, yeah.
I had a lot of fun driving.
Yeah, that was an adventure in itself. We, for those of you that might have missed it.
Sean.
We got up this morning about 4:30, 4:50-ish, went into Oklahoma, and we played slots this morning. We did the low roll bonus challenge, and then we did regular play. So we went live this morning for about 2 hours, and then we headed back home. We had a great time. Welcome in, Jamal and Hank.
Hank's here.
Oh, crap. Everyone hide. Hank is in the chat.
Lisa's here.
Welcome in, Lisa, and Gilbert Chandler. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button at some point in time during our podcast here.
Where's my hand? I can never find my stuff.
There you go.
There we go.
There you are.
Ron and Sharon are here. Hey, congratulations. You guys did a great job last night.
Yes, absolutely, guys. They were out celebrating their 1-year YouTube anniversary. They had such a successful live. Lots of people came in and watched. Lots of thumbs up. Ron did the twerking with dice on camera. That was great entertainment. Absolutely. So congratulations to you guys. We all started about the same time, and it has been a little bit of a struggle, but it's also been a lot of fun.
Yeah, look how far we've come.
I know.
We have a talk show.
We do.
That's crazy. Who would have ever thought? If I would have told you a year and a month ago that you were going to do a weekly talk show, would you have believed me?
Probably not. Maybe.
You should.
Scott
You should always believe me.
Scott says I sound echoey.
You probably do, because we changed everything, and I had zero time.
To test.
Yeah, hang on. Let me turn down.
Thank you, Scott, for letting us know.
Oh, that's probably the wrong way. Okay, how about now?
How about now? How do I sound now? Is that any better? Yep, it is, Sean S. says.
Yep, it is. What?
Probably echoey. Probably agreeing with Scott. But
it's not horrible, just letting you know. Is it better?
Is it better, Scott, if I talk? Does it sound better now?
Better.
Better?
Yeah, it's my mic. So basically, I'm just going to order my new mic, and she can just be upset, I guess. I don't know.
Well, if you would have hit the grand today, you could
I did not.
All of the equipment you wanted.
Yeah.
But you did not do that.
Well, the mic I have is the starter mic that we started out with to see if we wanted to do this, and then luckily I was able to acquire a brand new one. What?
Hold the phone. Hank just gifted 5 memberships.
Holy cow.
Look at that, Hank. You are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hank.
Ron and Sharon, Marge, Susie Luck has arrived. Sherry, how do you say that? Chever have been gifted, and Sean S. was gifted as well. So congratulations to you guys, and thank you, Hank. That is awesome. And congratulations to Pop Pop. We thank you so much, because he renewed his membership for our channel, and that is awesome, guys. That is, you'll never know. Just the support, just the thumbs up, the comments, and the views and stuff make a huge difference with the YouTube algorithm. So we do appreciate all of that. My husband, I can't see. My husband quit painting ceilings to check his lotto tickets. Sean S. rocking it. Look at this, 1999.
Wow.
Hank is a boss with all those memberships. Look at you, Sean S. Thank you so very
Sean,
much.
you're a boss.
Hi,
Thank
really.
you.
Yes, that's awesome. Welcome in again, Lucky Lady Slots. Thank you for joining us this evening as well.
Wow. What a day. So far, this is amazing. Got a lot of people in the house.
Okay, it's not Jamal, it's Jamel. He is letting me know.
Oh.
And you know what is funny is you were on to me earlier today at the casino about how I pronounce things. So now we know. Welcome in, Gambling Granny.
Well, he should spell it right then, because it's spelled Jamal.
Yes, he said that. He said it is spelled a little differently.
Well, Jamel,
yes.
Thanks for letting us know like 6 months later.
6 months later. That's funny. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Well, we got some news on the way home from the casino. So we did go to the casino. Huh?
I am not pregnant. Last time you said we had big news, it was we were getting a divorce.
That was funny. We went to the casino. That's out there. But I think this, we'll maybe touch back on this. But everybody who's part of the Lizard family and maybe some other people, I don't know where all they go, but Kim and Scott, Spokane Meredith, big contributors to the Slot Lizards.
Slot community in general.
Yeah, they jump in here a lot too. They posted up, Kim's posted up on her Facebook. I don't know who all's friends with her on here, but apparently there was a fire that came from I think a campground or something, and it burned the field behind their house and took their house. You read more of it. What?
Yeah, so it looks like the fire ended up spreading and taking out everything that they owned. Kim was able to grab a couple of clothes. Scott was not able to grab anything, and they were able to save their cats.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you're part of the Lizard family, our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Just keep them in your thoughts because they just have what they were able to scramble and get out of the house with as quick as possibly. We are super thankful that they made it out okay.
At the end of the day, that's what's important.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that they made it out okay. It was a random fire that started somewhere nearby their home. They do believe it was like a camp, somebody camping nearby, like a campsite at a lake or what have you. So just keep them in your thoughts. That's just terrible, right? And they are just huge supporters. If you're part of the Lizard family, you know who they are. They've gone to visit several times. They've been on camera several times with Jay. So part of our Lizard family is down a little bit. So let's lift them up in our thoughts here. And just super happy that, that they were okay. And that, neither of them got hurt.
Yeah, just keep them in their thoughts. Yeah, it's I couldn't even imagine.
Me either.
Just that would, you work all your life to build what you have and to lose it in a matter of minutes. And it's just stuff, but still.
Stuff is important, right?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine rebuilding the studio. Sorry. It's all that's on my mind right now. But yes, no, it was awful. Then a lot of people were asking about Jay. I talked to him this morning on the way home from the casino, and he, kind of let him know that people have been asking. So he did issue a statement on his community page. Don't know if everybody saw it, so we will post it up. April's going to read it, I guess.
Jay Vegas Slots. He just says, I hope you all are doing well and have a fantastic time. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I have been super busy at my business with my new business venture and enjoying the summer away from the casinos. I needed the extended break after playing for 3 years straight. And wow, that's crazy that he did that.
Right.
Sometimes the brain just needs to reset. I will be back as soon as everything's settled down. So probably another 3 to 4 weeks on his end. But he's hoping that everybody's out there and enjoying their summer. So that was it was nice to see him get that posted, and you spoke with him earlier
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. So he was, I think he's been surprised at the amount of people who have asked us about him. So
Yeah, even this morning in our live, people were
Right.
asking Valerie, and I think Little Dutch, you were asking
Right.
about Jay. So that's again that attests to our strong community.
right. And the weather, Vegas has got rain. California has rain.
The hurricane. Yeah.
They've got they had earthquakes somewhere, I guess up towards San Francisco area, somewhere up there. So with that, I think we all need a drink.
I agree. I could use a drink.
Let's go to Drinks with Mike.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to another episode of Drinks with Mike. Today we are going to do the Colorado Bulldog. Scotty H-Town reached out, suggested it, said we should try it. We're going to give it a shot. First we're going to take our crushed ice, add a little crushed ice to it. Then we're going to take 2 ounces of our vodka. Now the recipe that I read called for Smirnoff vanilla vodka. I don't have any of that. Don't really like buying it because it's so specific. So we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. Just a 1/4 teaspoon. Going to add 1 ounce of our Kahlua. I'm going to add 2 ounces of Coke. We like Coke Zero here, so. And now for the topper. Heavy whipping cream, about 2 ounces. Stir it gently. Just kind of mix it around a little bit. Top it off with the cherry. There you have it. Colorado Bulldog. Scotty, thanks for letting us try this for you, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, it's good. We'll see you next time, guys.
Look at this.
There you go.
So, story behind this, Scotty H-Town mentioned it. I think it was Friday night, right? Because then we tried it on Saturday. Mentioned the Colorado Bulldog. So Mike made it yesterday afternoon, evening, and it is really, really good.
It's actually really good.
It almost has the consistency and taste of a root beer float.
Yeah. Well, it's a White Russian with Coke. Pretty much is what it is. And it's I like the White Russians, so this is pretty good.
Yeah, it is very, very good. There is a hidden cherry down in there somewhere. But,
Exactly, Scott, the dude.
the dude. But this drink was really, really good. I thank Scotty H-Town for
Thank you.
for asking us or letting us know about the Bulldog, Georgia Bulldogs. That's funny. The Colorado Bulldog. And if you guys have other ideas or suggestions that you want Mike to try, and Cat Mike the mixologist sounds great. I love it. It's funny. Just let us know, because we are always up for trying new ideas and getting new recipes out there. So
Hank, you're gonna have to give it a try.
yeah.
Gracie, her favorite is the White Russian.
Is it? Wow.
Yep. So you're gonna have to try this one, Gracie.
It is super, super good.
Just add a little bit of Coke.
A little bit of Coke. All right. So Scott Nightingale, last week you had spoke about your father coming across the 10-ounce silver plate that he had. And it was, from my understanding, it was from the Pioneer Club in Las Vegas. And so you asked if I could do a little bit of research on that. And so I did do a little bit of a deep dive in this. So, but in all of this, I also wanted to see what the Pioneer Club was. So it was a casino there on Fremont Street. And actually, that is where Vegas Vic was part of, which was interesting to know about the Pioneer.
Isn't that what Vegas Vic did?
Yeah.
Like, come in.
Come in. come in. Yep, absolutely.
You
So,
there?
yeah, so it looks like this was actually kind of one of their giveaways that they did for their VIPs. And what you would do is, depending on how many points you got so many ounces of the silver bar. And for every 12,000 points you got an ounce of the silver. And so that's really, really cool. That is definitely a piece of history. It looks to be that, oh, look at this. Ron and Sharon rocking in with the
No
$4.
way.
Yeah, giving $4.99.
Did you say Nutty Fudge Nugget?
No, I did not. I just
You
said
started
no,
to.
I was going to say rocking in with one.
Because
See you guys in
Dice is going to beat
October.
you up.
No, I would never steal that from them. So thank you, Ron and Sharon.
When
That
will
is
you-
so awesome of you for the super chat. Lucky and Love. Yep, you guys need to go check out their channel. It's awesome. See you guys in October.
When will you be at Choctaw again?
That's a great question. We'll have to talk to Mike about that.
I have no idea.
But so anyways, these bars were actually issued to their VIP members around 1986 all the way up until 1993. And then, of course, in 1995, they closed the casino down. So we did find a few of these posted out on eBay, right? So let's look at those.
There's that one.
I'm curious to know, Scott, if it had Laughlin on it. Did it say Hotel and Gambling Hall? Did it look like this right here? Or does it look like this?
All the ones we found have Laughlin on them.
Yeah, they all had Laughlin on them. But there was a lady that, I cannot remember her name, that purchased the Pioneer. And she had another hotel casino there in Laughlin. That's the exact one. Okay.
But that one's going for $1,200.
Well, that one is currently listed on eBay for $1,200. So if that is the same one that you have, you need to tell your dad, good find.
Yeah.
Hang on to that, because we have seen them out on eBay running, depending on the ounce. The Troy ounce is the 5 ounce, I think you said, was going for like $500. This one is the 10 ounce going for $1,200.
Well, it's one of those things of asking and getting are two totally different things.
Exactly.
But that's about what it looks like the market is. Somewhere around $800 to $1,200 is what people.
Yeah,
are.
so I would definitely hang on to that, Scott, because that is a treasure that your dad has come across, and kudos to him. And then, of course, I started looking on eBay for all kinds of Vegas nostalgia, and I had to walk away because there was so much out there, so much interesting stuff. Some of the things like the matchbooks here that I inherited from my father, and the coin cups and things like that. Those were listed out there anywhere from $11 to $44, which I was really, really surprised.
Says he picked it up for $400.
Oh, then Scott, you know what? He got a really good deal if he paid $400 for it, because it looks like it's worth way more than that. So definitely hang on to that. It's a piece of history.
Yeah. Depending on how many ounces it is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's worth what it is. It's weight in silver. So whatever the current rate of silver is, which I don't know what that is, but and then the nostalgia part.
Yeah.
It's worth what somebody's willing to pay.
I would, yeah, and that's the thing too, right? With my dad's stuff, it's the history and it's the story behind it and how he came across them. Old playing cards from Jerry's Nuggets are crazy amounts on eBay. And you know what is interesting is we got 2 or 3, I think it was 3, baby, right? A playing deck of cards from casinos in Vegas that my dad had as well.
Yep.
I actually have some dominoes here, which we had those specially made for him a few years ago, and I acquired those back. So that's kind of cool. But I would definitely hang on to that, because you've got a little piece of history there that seems to be very interesting, and a lot of people want it. So I definitely would hold on to it. But congratulations to your dad. That is a huge investment, right? Return of investment for sure.
Well, we'll see. It's obviously whatever the weight of the silver is what it's worth, and then if you can get somebody to buy it because of the nostalgia, it'll probably be worth a little bit more. So
absolutely.
So yeah, definitely hang on to it.
So we were talking earlier about all the weather and the floods that are in Vegas, and once again, because my inquiring mind wanted to know, started looking up some of the things about Vegas, and people were complaining that the link could flood again, which, you know, it's always flood. Even when it was Imperial Palace, the garage piece of it always would flood. But anyways, Vegas, you know, they get just a little bit of water, and that's all it takes. But I wanted to show you guys how it was prior to 1988, what the floods actually looked like in Vegas, because prior to 1988, they didn't have the basins that were built. And so this is what would happen every time it rained. Like, not to this extent, but it looks a whole lot better now that they have the basins built, right? I mean, can you imagine? That's Caesar's Palace. That is just absolutely insane to me. And then that's after it dried up. So they've come a long way, and it's always been an issue there in Vegas, obviously. But
The closest car is a 70 Challenger. It's sad.
oh, that is.
Let's hope at least it was a 6-cylinder.
Yeah. So it's not, you know, well, Vegas does flood out and stuff. They certainly have come a long way with building the basins that they have there. I just find that things like this intrigue me. You guys know that. I'm going to go down the internet and start doing that research and going down the rabbit hole, because it's fun stuff to look at and see.
I think we ought to do there's a whole series out there on them building the basins and stuff like that. So maybe we ought to
I
touch on that one day.
Yeah, I'd like to touch on it one day. If nothing else, I want to read about it anyway, just for me and my knowledge. But Kissy Cat says that's what the link looks like today. Interesting. I haven't seen any pictures of the link flooding, but I do know, you know, it was an issue like that when the Imperial Palace was there. And Scott, you are very, very welcome.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you guys have a little bit of something that you guys want to do, have us do research on, really I'll do the research on it. Mike is a technical dude. He's the guy that gets things going, and I am what am I? The librarian?
Yeah, I suppose that's the case.
Suppose. All right, so let's go. We're going to talk about the Rio real quick. I know we are all familiar that the Rio is getting revamped. If you didn't know, so Caesar's Palace did sell that to Dreamscape. Well, it looks like on October 1, Dreamscape is actually going to take over management. So Caesar's has been managing the property for them. I think it's been almost 3 years now.
Haven't they been doing upgrades to it though? I think they did the food court or
They
something.
did do the food court, yep. But
Dreamscape has already started putting their fingers on it.
Yeah, they have, but they've got $850 million renovations going into the Rio. You're going to begin to see these renovations and Dreamscape be on site come October 1st. However, they are stating that none of these renovations are going to cause them to need to close down the hotel, probably because nobody is staying there, but you know, that's just my opinion.
The only thing that's going to matter that's going to be upset by this is the cats.
Oh, yeah, they won't have a place to stay. They'll run them off. Kissy Cat says I'm the historian. I like that. You could be the mixologist. I'll be the historian. Very cool.
Sounds good.
But it's going to remain open during this time that they're going to be renovating it and doing all those things to bring the property back up to what it once was. They also, you know, Penn and Teller, we know they're going to be staying there. So you can expect a little bit of construction and maybe a little minor inconvenience if you're brave enough to stay on the Rio property. I am actually very excited about this because I want to see the finished product. I think I've told you before, I think I stayed in 2009, 10, or 11 at the Rio, and it was actually really fun and nice, and that's when they had the performers. Yes, I know you're shaking your head no, but it really was. So I'm hoping someday it can get back to that. Otherwise, just tear it down and build something new.
Well, here's the deal. They revamped the Palms. I just stayed at the Palms.
We stayed at the Palace.
No, but I gambled in the Palms.
You did.
So, it was sketchy. I mean, it was sketchy. There was nothing.
So we're getting all these room offers from them. So you don't want to stay there?
So you want to go back?
Well, the lady wrote me back and she apologized, and they offered me 3 free nights there plus $150 playing. So yeah, even if we don't stay there, it might be worth checking in and
well, we still never did a room review there, and Barbara's here. Barbara, didn't even expect to see anybody from the West Coast tonight, so if you're here at all, thank you.
Yes, thank you so very much. Everybody on the West Coast, please, be careful.
Hope everybody's safe.
Yeah, hope everybody is safe. Absolutely. So no need to apologize for being late. So that's kind of your update for the Rio. If you're going to be staying there anytime soon, just be ready. I don't think any of our viewers will stay there.
Stay there.
Don't stay there, he says. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Unless you really like cats.
Don't the sketchy places pay better? Hank's question. I
Um,
don't want to say, I wouldn't know, I wouldn't agree with the word sketchy, but I would definitely say off the strip.
yeah. Now
You have an opinion.
well, I do have an
Yeah.
opinion. There's a reason that Jay bets or plays at the Bighorn and the Longhorn, and it is the fact that they do pay better and they offer better perks and because they have to. They're local places, and local people don't necessarily go and spend. I mean, some do, but don't spend their entire paycheck doing this stuff. So they have to offer stuff to get them in there. Locals don't go down and play at the Flamingo or at MGM Grand or any of that stuff. Maybe if people are in town. I mean, everybody I've ever talked to that lives in Vegas, I'm sure this isn't 100% rule, but the majority of the people that I know that live in Vegas do not go down on the strip unless somebody's in town. They just stay away from there.
I think that's
So
an accurate statement. Absolutely.
so yeah, they do pay better. And actually, I just hit my mic, so sorry.
And
You
used to
can
yell
look
at me about that.
you can look at the so they'll I don't remember exactly what it's called, but they have quarterly statements of which sections of town pay out better, and the Boulder Highway area always, always, always pays out better. The payout is always better on Boulder Highway versus the Strip, and then like Henderson and everything else.
Well,
So
and that's where we got our hand pay, was at Longhorn,
right,
right? We got
well,
our
yeah,
one and only hand pay that we got in Vegas was
right.
at the Longhorn, right? It was just so, yes, you are right. Off the strip, some do consider that a little bit sketchy. Does
Well, Boulder
play better.
Highways.
Well, Boulder Highway
I
is
wouldn't.
sketchy, but like
Boulder
Red
Highways.
Rock Canyon and Green Valley and stuff are
No,
really nice
those aren't
hotels,
bad.
right?
Yeah, those aren't
But
bad.
we've never been to those. It's kind of on our list of things that we want to conquer.
Right.
Be interesting to see what the play is there, right? And how,
Well,
how
we
the playback
played.
is.
We played at oh one of the stations.
We played at Palace Station or Sunset Station.
Yeah, and I mean we
One of
didn't
the
hit
two.
any hand pays, but we did okay. I think we walked out of there even, and we played for a couple hours. So
Yeah. Well, we all know Route 66 was good to me. That
yeah, well, we were there for 5 minutes, and then you said, "Okay, let's
we
go."
got to go because it looks sketchy in here. And I use that exact word, Hank. The exact word. All right. So big news, Ellis Island, right? So we all know Ellis Island is a little bit off of the strip. It is known for people going there and getting their food. They have fantastic food there. They have a very small casino. They do have a hotel there. We've never stayed there. It's a lower tier. I would consider a lower end, lower tier hotel property. But guys, if you guys didn't know this, check this out. They are actually in turn 4 of the F1 race, and look at where their grandstands are going to be.
Right here.
That is absolutely out of the entire layout for the race, the path, the raceway. That is the closest you're going to get for your hotel being towards the grandstand, right? And actually, probably because it's Ellis Island, I'm like a couple of things here. I'm excited to see this, that they're having this, because they could use a little bit of renovation. I think that the money that they're going to get from people coming there and staying, I think it's going to rejuvenate the place, right? It's going to kind of put them back on the map, because I think over the years they've kind of fallen out. People don't think about Ellis Island as often as they should. It is, in my opinion, a hidden gem as far as food and just kind of getting off the strip piece of it. But their packages are going for $5,000, and that's going to give you 3 nights. Well, no, wait a minute now. That's going to give you.
That's a great deal.
It is a great deal when you hear my comparison. So $5,000 is going to get you 3 nights of hotel, and then it gets you tickets into the grandstand that you just saw, which includes food. Now, here's the kicker. If you think about it, other properties like the Wynn and Caesars are offering $1 million tickets. And,
What?
yes, $250,000 for their grandstand tickets and for hotels and to do these things. So for $5,000 in Ellis Island, that might be the way to go if you really want to go to the F1. Like if you want to see this race take place, right?
I don't think anybody wants to see the F1 race for $1 million.
I don't either. But I mean, if they're making it that high, that means they must have sold some of this, right? I mean, clearly people like you and I are not going to be the people that go to this race. I mean, they've kind of outed us, right? That's way beyond anything I would never pay that absorbent amount of money to go to this event. It'd have to be a I don't even know if any event if I would pay that money.
It'd have to be like a Rednecks and Paychecks or something.
I was going on the lines of meeting George Brett or Patrick Mahomes or something like that.
I still wouldn't pay that.
to attend this event. But it really is pushing out the common everyday people that like to go to Vegas. This is really going to be a celebrity, very high tier, very
Who watches F1 anyways? It's more of a European sport.
I know.
Nobody really watches it here.
But they're trying, right? They're trying to get it over here, and this is how they're doing it. So.
Well, yeah, but I can go to a NASCAR race for $59.
Tracy says she doesn't want to see it for free. So I hear you.
Yeah, see? I mean, I would see it for free. I don't know that I'd stay the whole race.
No.
But I think it would be kind of cool watching them race down the strip, but it'd have to be really cheap.
It's just one of those things. It's one of these stories that people, every week we're talking about F1 or we're talking about Oakland A's and the fact that, things are ever changing. But with F1 coming in and having all these stipulations, and they're really setting a very high bar for attending a Las Vegas event. What I am worried about is Vegas is going to get a taste of this money, this demand, and they are going to up their prices. Like for us just to go, for a 4-day weekend, I still think that the results of hosting this race is going to drive the cost up for Vegas.
You're
overall.
assuming that it's going to be a success, and that people are going to come. Like I said with NASCAR, if you ever, and it used to not be like this, the seats were all blue or they were all red or whatever. Now, whenever you look at a NASCAR at the seating, they're red and blue and white
and yellow. They make it look like somebody's.
They make
in
it
the
look
seats,
like
right?
people are sitting in the seats because the demand for NASCAR has fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
The seats may be full at this thing to appear that it's a success. There may be a lot of the homeless that actually get to watch an F1 race for free. Because I don't think people are going to pay it. I don't think they're going to pay the stupid prices that they think that they're going to get for this. I don't think there's that much of a draw. And they may do it the first year, but I think the second year, and NASCAR went through this. The same thing was they built all these tracks back in the late 90s and early 2000s, and then demand just fell away. And I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
Well, I don't disagree with you. Like,
I don't think you do.
I don't know that it's going to work. If it is successful, though, we can count on this being a very high celebrity, high profile event.
Well, I think that's going to be the
case. They don't even
case.
care about it. They probably don't even care, but they just want to have that on their list of, I can't even think of celebrity right now. So and so was at the F1 race. Oh, I gotta go next.
Tyson lives in Vegas. Who else lives in Vegas? Wahlberg lives in Vegas.
Well, he's making Vegas another Hollywood.
Yeah.
Welcome in, WCF boys. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate that. We are just kind of going over the F1. So I guess I'm hoping, and then this sounds terrible. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I will. I'm hoping it's not a success because I don't want. I mean, our tickets right now to go to Vegas, guys. We've been looking for coming out for Granny Fest, and then we were potentially going to come out for Thanksgiving. Last year we came out for Labor Day. I can't get tickets for under $1,300.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
incredibly stupid.
absolutely, and I think one of them was $1,800. That's just absolutely insane to me. These prices are already so high. Let's see. Hank says demand falls away because it's not affordable for the common person. That's exactly right. That is my point. Thank you for wording it correctly for me. I don't think it's going to last, right? So
What are they going to do with this big paddock that they just built?
tear it down, demolish it,
Put up another little
put a
circle.
Motel 6 there.
Well, they are going to need one after they tear down the.
Tropicana.
Well, no, the other one. I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, the Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk about other things that have failed, right? So Resorts World had their Transfix. It was started in May. It was supposed to go all the way until September. 6 weeks after the whole event opened up, they ended up closing it. The show actually is filing bankruptcy from the show itself, from everything. It was just not successful. And then, last year, so this is Enchant on the Strip, and it was hosted at Resorts World. And it is very interesting because they're not doing it this year. They're not going to let Resorts World host the event again. Not enough foot traffic down on the north end of the Strip. And I guess I agree with the statement.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
You got Tacos El Gordo, you've got Resorts World, you got the Spear, but
hey, you got T-shirts, 20 for 99 cents.
What is?
T-shirts.
T-shirts?
Well, yeah, right there behind Tacos El Gordo.
Oh, that's
the
right.
little shop right there.
Right there by the Golden Steer or whatever that.
Golden Steer.
What is the steakhouse that's right there?
Oh, that's I don't remember.
It's a long. It's a icon for, and I can't even think of the name of it right now, but. They pulled the Enchant from Resorts World because they don't have enough foot traffic. It's not busy down at that end of the Strip.
Stop.
Rides.
Hang on.
What is it?
Sean's back.
Sean is back.
Okay, go ahead.
So they are going to be putting it where the minor league from the Oakland A's, going back to the stadium, and it could be completely off the Strip. So that must say,
Boy, that's gonna be a lot harder to get to. There won't be any foot traffic there.
But that must say a lot because they're putting it back there. So obviously, that says a lot about Resorts World and the amount of people that come in and out of there, that they're willing to take it off the Strip completely.
Well, how does that work?
And take it to the minor league park.
So people were willing. So who went? So obviously it wasn't people visiting Vegas from out of town that walking down to Resorts World to see it. So
you think it's the locals?
It's got to be the locals. It's got to be the locals, because why would you move it that far off the Strip? I'm not going to take an Uber over there to see that.
Well, we took an Uber.
We might, because we got a freaking YouTube channel, but your average everyday Joe.
Traveler, I guess you're right.
I've never even heard of this thing, and I wouldn't have heard about it if you wouldn't have said anything.
I guess you're right. Most people don't like to take Ubers and taxis. I mean, my boss just got back from Vegas, and he actually said he spent a lot of time off the Strip, and he did Uber and Lyfts everywhere that he went. So maybe more people than we know or think actually do go off the Strip and attend these events, right?
I think it's locals. I think that was the thing. I don't think locals were going to the Resorts World. I don't think they were going down there, and so they're moving it back to where it was successful for the locals to go to.
That's probably the case, right?
The minor leagues.
We have
minor league stadium.
We have that same sort of thing here at Gaylord, right? At the Gaylord Texan, where we have the ice show, and they have the whole Santa's workshop and everything. And it is a local attraction. It is something that people go to every year with their kids. So perhaps by putting it on the Strip, they actually lost. The attendance was down. That would make more sense of why they're moving it.
You're welcome.
Off the Strip. Look at you.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So Sean says, I'm going to be on the border wall for the next couple of years, it sounds like. Yes, absolutely. So Sean S. found out that he's going to be there, what, the next 3 to 5 years? Traveling back and forth?
At least,
At the minimum.
As far as it stands right now, yes, that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, so thank you, Sean. I'm sorry. Thank you for the update, though. Do appreciate it.
I think he was talking to somebody else,
Well,
and
I
you just put it
know,
into their
but we all
conversation.
care about Sean as well, so I was putting it out there.
I do.
Because some people aren't watching the chat. So if you're watching TV like my mom does, right, she doesn't have the chat up. She's just watching us, right? So you don't typically get the thumbs up or all the comments. So I'm just letting people know.
Never can find my hands on this thing.
You said that earlier. It's just
I know,
straight to
but
the camera. Do you know where to look at the camera?
Oh, well, yeah,
Just
but I
look
don't.
at the camera and go for
I don't.
it.
I usually end up looking at you.
You do a lot. I noticed that.
Well, I'm paying attention to what you're saying. I'm trying to be a good husband.
Yes. All right. So let's talk about Adam Levine and his big moment that he had Saturday night.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So he was supposed or scheduled to either perform or just make an appearance at the Cosmopolitan's, the barbershop cuts place, one of the speakeasies there. And I guess there was some miscommunication between either management and his team, his publicists, or both, and his managers. But he thought that he was not going to be performing and he was just attending as a VIP. He expected to have a VIP booth in the back of the event for his 40 plus people that were attending with him. Come to find out, he had put them up front. There was a microphone on stage. And they said typically when people are done actually doing their residency there, that they come here and they'll do a performance, a private performance for all their VIP members. And I guess he didn't realize this, and he actually ended up going and throwing a hissy fit. And he was there, I think they said 14, maybe 15 minutes at most. If that's, I think that's what it was. So I guess there was major communication issues going on with that, and Adam threw a fit and left.
John, take that out of the chat.
I think I can, maybe, possibly, maybe not.
I can't.
So anyway, so we are, Adam ended up leaving, and he did not perform at the barbershop cuts and cocktails. And it just, interesting to me, the type of things, that our celebrities are expecting or the miscommunication. And so just like you and I, honey, when we have our miscommunication, he did as well with the Cosmo and all of his managers, right? So... yeah, he's a tool anyway, Scott Nightingale says. It's bad when it depends.
I got him.
So let's see here. So we were talking about Adam Levine. And then the big thing, guys, and this is what I want to know, as always.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
Well, there was a guy talking.
We had to put somebody in timeout.
Hang on. I'm befuddled.
We don't have a lot of rules in our chat or on our channel, but we just do ask that you be respectful, right? And not that you
and don't make me have to come kick your ass.
Not that you are being like disrespectful to us, but be respectful to the others that are in the chat and watching this show.
I had a whole segue into that and everything, and that guy.
Sean says, I don't know how they feel they are above and beyond people. I don't either, but obviously it was definitely a miscommunication. I mean, it had to be. No doubt around it. All right. Take it away, babe. What do you got?
You do that. I'm dealing with this.
Okay. I'll continue on as planned. See, we're punting here. Don't pull an Adam on me and walk out. So there is a big winner, a huge $1.58 billion jackpot winner in Florida, guys. It is not me. Obviously, we are sitting here having a show for you. Kudos to this person. Cannot believe it. So they won the $1.58 billion. The ticket was sold at a grocery store just 15 miles east of Jacksonville. And they are going to have to make a very tough choice now. These are first world problems that you and I hopefully will see someday. I don't know when, but they have to choose to either take the annuity, which is paid out over 30 years, or they can take a one-time cash option for $783.3 million. Now, let me ask you guys this. You can take the annuity. You've got $1.58 billion. What are you doing? Let's see it. I want to know what you guys are going to do. Are you going to take the annuity and get paid over the 30 years? Or are you going to take your $783 million and run?
I'm going to go to the Dodge dealership.
Yeah, you said that earlier too.
I'm going to buy.
If we had one, you would have gone straight to the dealership, right?
Yeah, I want a dually.
So Hank says he would take the annuity. Tracy says she would take the lump sum. So, but if you die in 2 years, they keep the rest. Wow.
Can't you?
Well, that's Sean S. There is a little caveat to that. So my dad did have an annuity as well. And the way that we had it set up is it rolls to my mom now. And in the event something that happens to my mom, then it will roll to us kids.
Right.
So I don't know that that's the case, but maybe because that was more of a legal thing that happened versus a lottery. What do you think, babe? There could be a difference there. I'm going to look it up because I want to know. So, okay, so Hank is saying no, it would go like my dad's is.
To the heirs.
I think that's the case as well. I think for me, I don't know. I would take the well, what is the annuity? I wonder what that would be over 30 years.
Well, here's the problem, and
What
it's never happened. But the whole rule is if the lottery goes out of business, they file bankruptcy or whatever, then you're just done. So take your money and run.
Take the money and run.
Take the taxes out. Take your money and go.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
And if you put $1 million in the bank, and it's maybe not as true as it used to be, but you can live off the interest of that if you don't go nuts. So if you put that and you invested it right, you're golden. What are you doing? You're moving something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to scroll down and see what everybody's responses were. Taking the $700 million and headed to the Chevy dealer, Mike. That's what Ron and Sharon said.
No Chevy dealership.
Oh, that's great.
No Chevy dealership.
Yeah, I think I would take the lump sum up front.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I told you this, but
Me or them?
You.
Oh.
And definitely them.
Oh.
But when you know how I used to do lottery tickets, guys, and when we would go gambling, I would play the scratch off tickets and for 2-3 weeks until I had about $400 worth of scratch off tickets. That's what we would take when we would go to the casino. That's what we would play on. Every now and then.
Before we got rich.
We are not rich.
Oh.
Every now and then, if one of the kids was, whining about they didn't have gas money or they were hungry or this, that, and the other, I'd give them the lottery tickets. Say, here you go, cash it in. You can have it, what have you. Or maybe it was a $5 ticket. I didn't care as much because I only kept the 20s and higher. When our daughter was moving out this time, she brings to me 3 lottery tickets. And I was like, oh, Mom, I forgot to cash these in. And now they're all expired.
Yeah.
I kept them because I thought, well, I guess I could send them to the Texas Lottery, right? I can't even, I'm just like, they're expired. They're no good. Once all the tickets are the least, when they close out the game, typically.
Stop.
Yes.
Ron and Sharon just gifted 1 Mike and April Unplugged membership.
Thank you so much, Ron and Sharon. That's so awesome. Thank you very much for doing that. Who got it? Can you tell, baby? Rosemary Hanson got it.
There you go.
Look at that. Welcome in, Gary Smith. I did not see you come in. Thank you for joining us.
He slipped in the back door.
Did he?
Around the garden.
Oh.
We don't have a garden.
We do not have a garden.
We're lucky that we have grass right now. We're the only one in our neighborhood and on our street that actually has green grass.
Well, have you mowed it since we came back?
No. I weed eated and edged.
Yeah.
But that's what I noticed was all my neighbors mowed and mowed it at their regular level, and it died the next day.
Yeah.
And so I just left ours.
But
It's not super long, but it's
and
long.
it's not really growing anymore.
No, not
But
right
it is
now.
really nice when we pull on the street and our
Yeah.
yard is bright and beautiful and green. And you know what they probably are thinking that we're watering we're not supposed to be watering, and that's not the case because I get stuff from the water department all the time if our usage is high and wondering why. But
Right.
with the daughter gone now, they should see that it drops significantly, right?
Oh yeah, she would spend like 30 hours in the shower.
Yeah. So let me tell you guys, on Saturday, I had to work Saturday. Well, let's go back to Friday first because we really had kind of tell you how things went. So I took off work early on Friday. My mom had some errands to run. She doesn't drive. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'll take off and I'll come over and we'll go run our errands. And typically, I usually drive my own car. My brother and sisters normally drive their cars when we're taking mom around. What is this? Oh no, who's doing
Yes.
this? And so my mom says to me, "Hey, maybe we should take our car," which really means my dad's car because she doesn't drive and she hasn't in years. My dad was a very much of a gentleman. Put the gas in the car, everything for her, even when she was working. But so she's like, maybe we should take my car. It hasn't been driven in a while, and I'm looked. The inspection is good. It's really dirty though because it's been sitting in the driveway and not inside the garage. And I opened the door, guys, and some of you are going to understand where this is coming from, but I opened up the door and I sat down on the driver's side. I put the seatbelt on, and all I could smell was my dad. And Friday, it hit me so hard because I do go to my parents' house and I do see pictures of him, and I've heard videos of like the kids that have with my dad or everything, but for the first time since he's been gone, I actually could smell him because that was his car and that seatbelt had his cologne and his deodorant or whatever in the entire car. So we go and we run our errands, and I tell my mom, look, I need to wash the car. And we are washing the car, and the guy offers, to do the inside of the car where they put the air fresheners and things in it. And my mom immediately and I looked at each other and we're like, no, we don't want to do that, right? We want the smell to last as long as possible. But I don't know if you guys have ever gone through that. Like, I have mentally prepared myself, and I do deal with it. And Mike is very patient with me, probably 3 or 4 times a week. But Friday was super hard. Huh?
You're not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Well, I mean, and whenever I say bad, but it's not like you're just walking around here falling apart 2 or 3 times a week.
No, but there are just certain things. But this is the first time the smell, right? That's a
Yeah.
different sense that I hadn't had in a while. So it was just awkward. Not awkward, but it was a great moment at the same time. But so I do this on Friday. We work on Saturday, and then we were working on the house, and I busted my butt cleaning this house. So you have to make an announcement, you have to make something public, announce it 3 times for it to be a legal binding thing. So this is going to be the second time I've made this announcement. It is a family announcement. All right.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me we're getting divorced. I was like, shucks.
If the children should fall into unforeseen circumstances and must move back home, there will be a $200 cleaning fee that will be collected upfront upon your arrival of moving back into this house. I have said it. It is out there, guys. This is crazy to me. The amount of cleaning that we've had to do. Granted, we lived here for 3 years, but this weekend, last weekend we did the room, we did the studio. This weekend I did the deep cleaning of the bathroom and stuff. And I have decided to moving in. If you have the unfortunate circumstances come up and you got to move back home, there will be a deep cleaning fee. And I think those that are empty nesters will agree with me.
And losing my studio fee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true too.
No, nobody's moving in here.
No, the bigger room, they'd get the smaller room. And pay the electricity, Scott. That's right. I think it's funny.
Yeah. My dad, I moved out with a friend that inherited a pretty large sum of money when we were like 21. And it was awesome. I mean,
Empty alcohol containers.
It was an amazing summer. We had parties every night. There was plenty of girls, plenty of booze. He had a boat, uh, race car, motorcycles, and any of that was at my disposal. It was amazing. But the police started showing up, and from the people who didn't live there, and so I moved back home when my parents got the farm, and my dad said that he was going to charge me for electricity, and I think he charged me like $50 a month or something like that. And I'm like, okay. My air conditioner ran. If it was 30 degrees outside, I ran my air conditioner.
Just out of spite because he was charging you electricity?
Probably.
Well,
No, I don't think it was out of spite, but if I had
just to
unlimited
prove-
electricity,
Yeah, to prove a point.
it was
maybe.
cold in my room.
It's not a party until the cops show up.
Yeah. And they did every night. We'd also, it was, that's maybe a story for another channel, but
Fast Times at Ridgemar High scenario sounds like. I've actually.
there was many nights that we would take the boat out at 2 a.m, and clothes were optional.
Okay, so we're gonna
I love that time.
we're gonna reel you back in. This sounds like one of those conversations that you and Jay have when you do your talk show.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Right? You can talk about things like that. But so anyway, so Saturday afternoon we did a lot of deep cleaning.
You wanted me here.
I do want you here.
Okay,
I think
go ahead.
You contribute, and I appreciate that. It's much easier with you here. I did the deep cleaning, and we went grocery shopping. We meal prepped.
We did.
I
We did meal
cooked for
prep.
3 hours on Saturday evening.
I cooked some hamburgers.
You did. So we meal prepped. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner completely planned out until Saturday next week. So that's going to be fun.
We'll see how that goes, because now we're on a diet.
Yes, we are on a diet, and we've done this diet before, right before we got married.
See, I think she saw us on vacation and saw me on vacation and was like, God, he's fat.
No.
I did. I was like, dang it.
You got to lose some weight.
That was a bad. I'm not fat. I'm just got a big gut, and I don't drink a lot of beer or nothing.
You
It's
don't.
not. It's just all goes right there. I mean, if I got fat all over, I'd be okay.
Yeah, so Gary, it is called the HIIT diet. Now, I'm going to forewarn you, we're not doing the HIIT exercise portion of it. My body, my knees and shoulders can't do that. But we follow the food recommendation, which is a 7-day meal prep plan. And then we either walk or we ride our bike. Because it's so hot outside, I'll probably just ride my Peloton and ride that in place of. But it's been very, very successful.
It's carb cycling.
Yeah, so you eat all this, you have high carb and high protein days, and then you have like a lower day.
But it's not like it's like potatoes are the carbs or
yeah. Well, it's broccoli, asparagus, and potatoes are your veggies. Lots of spinach, chicken, and turkey and beef. But
yeah, hamburger patties.
yeah, it's really weird. I can't believe you can. It's okay to have hamburger, but that's your high day.
Yeah.
Your high fat day.
I lost 30 pounds in like what 28 days.
It was like almost a month, right at like 32 days. It was amazing.
I took Brian and another guy at work for like $500
That's
doing
true.
that.
You did. That's
Yeah.
true. So you have we did the meal prep on Saturday. I talked you into going to Choctaw this morning. So we did that. We come home.
Do we have to have diet drinks on the show now?
Well, it's supposed to be water and tea. Remember.
So next week on Drinks with Mike, I'm going to teach you how to open up we could do like the different.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That'll
Like
have to
the
be,
Walmart
well,
water
Sunday
and-
is your cheat day, so you'll be okay.
Okay.
Sunday's your
Well,
cheat
I'm
day.
gonna cheat. Oh, I'm
Are
gonna
you
have
gonna
pizza
wake up
with
at
ice
12?
cream on it and
You're gonna wake up at
bacon.
12:01 on Sunday and be like,
You-
I'm ready to go.
You can
Forget
have
about the
one.
last 5
You can
hours
have
of
one
sleep.
meal to cheat, and that shoot. I'm gonna get Leah 30-inch pizza and put ice cream and bacon on it. I'm kidding.
That's okay. You can do all those things. It'd just be that much hard work during the week, which you don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's already a lot of hard work as it is. So I talked you into going to Choctaw. We got up this morning. We went to Choctaw. We had a lot of
We did.
fun. We only lost 100 bucks, which is
Mhm.
awesome. We had a
Yep.
couple of really good hits. Really enjoyed everybody being in there this morning and being
Yes, Gary and
interactive, and we
Bacon.
had a ton of fun. We got home. We were kind of figuring out, what our content was going to be for tonight. I made the very big mistake of telling Mike, we have 3 TVs outside in the garage. And we should just bring one in and put it behind you. Like I have this one.
I forgot about this.
Yes, it's no big deal, right? We can do it and be done. My wife said I could lose 10 pounds of ugly fat. Gary, that's awesome. Yes, you did hear bacon. So, guys, we already know last week, right? I run out, I slip on the hardwood floor, and I have bruised toes. I have to wear tennis shoes all week long. It's just awful. I'm outside. We go out there. I'm like, oh, we'll just take the 32-inch TV. We'll put it up behind you. It's no big deal. We already have a TV mount for it. Huh?
No, I was just playing along. No big deal.
And Mike has a rule. If you're going to be in the garage, you wear your shoes.
If you're going to be in my garage, because
Yes.
there's stuff that can
There's
fall on
tools
you.
everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. I broke the golden rule. I did not have my shoes on. We had just kind of gotten home. I was relaxed. I didn't have my shoes on. I'm out there here. Hand me the TV, so you don't have to worry about it. And then I'll carry it in there. And I am not kidding you. About the time that he goes to hand me the TV, a wasp comes and dives and hits the toe that was all bruised up that I broke last week. I about died. Gary, there are no buffaloes here. I about died. It hurt so bad.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at her. She's going, ow, 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 my toe.
And then he's like, well, that's why you wear shoes. Well,
No, that's not what I said.
Well, that's what you said afterwards.
I said, where are your shoes?
Where are your shoes? Right. But he still would have stung me. It just wouldn't have been on my toe. Oh, I
Okay.
know, Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. So it hurt. I immediately run in because I am highly allergic to bees. We have EpiPens for these things. When we got our COVID vaccination shots and things like that, Mike got stung a couple of times. I didn't have to take him to the emergency room. I convinced him to go to the emergency room because he's
Oh, yeah.
up.
Apparently, I'm allergic now.
But I thought that was going to happen to me, right? I thought I was, because I already know I'm allergic to bees. But luckily, I didn't have any kind of reaction. My toe is super sore. My foot is back to hurting again. I'm still not going to be able to wear sandals this week, but that's okay.
Gary wants to know if you said things like $ and percent.
I said my second favorite word, which you would know from the vlog, my
Yeah.
second favorite cuss word,
Yeah.
multiple times. Times.
And I said, where are your shoes?
Yeah, you did. That's true. But it hurt. It hurt like heck. And I just cannot believe it. This is the second week in a row that I've done something to my poor little foot.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely insane.
You going to talk about the Tito's?
Oh, I forgot about the Tito's. I skipped over that. One more thing that I found out today. For those of you who do not know. And
I didn't know this. I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't either. But if you are a go-to void gaming places, such as the Orleans, Gold Coast, Sam's, those different places.
I go to those places.
Well, yes, we do.
And apparently MGM as well, right?
No, not MGM just yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
My bad.
That's okay. Getting ahead of yourself. Anyways, they actually have the Tito method, and I did not know this. So if you were going anytime soon, I want somebody to try this out and tell me if this is true. You can actually go up to a table game with your ticket. Like if you've been playing slots and then you're like, oh, I want to go play roulette. You take that, you just print it off. You don't have to have cash to get in on a table game. You just give them your ticket. I did not know this.
So what do they do with the 13 cents? Do they just print you another ticket for the change?
I don't know. Maybe you leave it there.
You are louder than April. I can barely hear her.
You can barely hear me. Sorry, Pop.
It's because she's...
I am who I am. So they have these, I didn't know that. I always thought you had to
Bump
cash
your
out.
gain.
Go up a little?
Yeah, just go to like 11 o'clock.
Okay.
You just now tell us, like an hour
Well,
later.
I think he had to run and then he came back.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds good on Brian's end. Okay.
Thank you, Brian. So I did not know that you could actually use your tickets from a slot machine and then walk up right up to the table. And huh?
Nothing. Gary's just being funny tonight.
Gary's being
So.
funny. So I didn't know that. So if you did not know, you can use your tickets going from a slot machine right to the table game. You don't have to go to a cashier and cash it out. Boyd Gaming started this in 2022. Apparently, it's been very, very successful. Gold Coast, Aliante, Fremont, and Main Street Station, California, the Sun Coast, and Samstown just recently, as of last month, started the same thing. So
I think that's kind of cool.
I think it's cool too. I hate having to go and cash out and then go up to the roulette table. As a matter of fact, we always start at the tables if we play, and then go to the slot machines because of that.
The Gulf Coast, Gold Coast. I didn't mind. That casino I felt okay in. The Orleans, there sometimes is some characters in there. So being able to walk up with just my ticket and not cash.
Yeah, it's by the Rio.
Yeah. I still like the place. It's cool, but
yeah.
But I think it's a better idea.
I like it. I was not aware of this, and apparently it's been around for almost a year now. So just curious to see if anybody
guys.
have actually used this yet.
So apparently one of Pop's ears are
I
clogged
have
up.
having to go cash out. Wish I could cash out sometime. Gary, I'm sorry. I have having to go cash out. I wish I could cash out sometime. I think you're being funny still. Is he being funny? I think so.
No, maybe he's been drinking. Why? And he's already in our backyard. Well, he's not in our backyard. He's in somebody's backyard eating their
tomatoes.
Their
It's an interesting concept. I would love to see.
Not hate, not have.
Not have. Okay. Right. So you did not have to, if you're playing slot machines, go cash your tickets out at the ATM or cashier and then go straight to the table. So you can just take your tickets there. So I cannot wait. I hope WinStar and I hope Choctaw.
I don't play table games at WinStar. There's an Annie.
Yeah, there's an Annie there. And I think there is at Choctaw as well. But I'd like to see other casinos do this because I think it'd be kind of helpful, right? I mean, you already have the tickets.
I would probably be more apt to play if I could. It's kind of like a credit card. It's not real money.
So you would play more tables?
I probably would.
Yeah.
I probably would if I'm giving them $200 in cash and they're giving me a bunch of chips versus giving them a ticket.
Yeah.
Just think if they took credit cards, I'd be like,
no way. I'd
fill it up.
Give me your credit cards
fill them up.
Go in.
Oh.
Well, I think less counterfeit, right? Less exchanging of money, and possibly. I mean, I don't know who's brave enough to do counterfeit at a table game, but apparently they do, and they might. So I think that this would help bring that down a little bit. What are you laughing at? Those are shrooms, not tomatoes. That's Gary has.
Our people are.
So Hank says,
I love our people.
I do too. Hank says this is interesting. I've never been able to use a Tito at a table game at any casino I've been to. Well, apparently, if it's a Boyd casino, then like the MGM's is all one, company, and then you've got Caesars. Apparently, at Boyd's you can now do that. So I think that's wonderful.
Brian, how's the weather in?
Yeah, how are you? Is it coming near?
In the California?
And we had an earthquake there this afternoon as well.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he said it wasn't near him, but, a lot of stuff going on right now.
It is a lot of weird stuff.
There's like 10 different hurricanes forming down in the Gulf of Mexico, and we're not projected to get below 110 degrees for the next month.
I know. We have a Boyd property here in Mississippi. Well, Kelly, you need to try that when you go and let me know if that works out, because I'd be very curious to see.
Yeah, if they do that, let us know.
Yeah. I can't remember, Kelly, I think you said you were either Caesars or MGM.
Yoshi showed the weather earlier.
It does look nasty, Gary. That's right. Absolutely. Pop says, I heard there's a Class 2 casino in Louisiana that has red screens owned by Choctaws. I want to go try it. Interesting.
I'm not sure what that means.
The Jans.
What's a class 2?
Oh, the different classes.
Why are you looking at me? Look at me right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're different. You're a Caesar scroll. That's right, Kelly. You're a Caesar scroll. Well, if you try one of the Boyd.
Okay, we'll pay you to go over there and do that.
I want to know if this truly works. I think this is a really great idea.
Because we're rich.
You're so funny. Bingo. That's what the class 2 is.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
It always confuses me on it. And I get bingo and I still don't win anything.
Backyard puddling up with water. Rain is not hard, but it's been nonstop since about 1 p.m.
So your water is not hard?
You got some.
Ow. 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 That's called hail.
Oh, my goodness.
I love you, Brian.
We definitely do miss you around here, Brian. I know Gracie does as well.
Oh, Gracie. Oh, every day.
Every day.
Get Brian to move back here.
Well, guys, do you guys have any drink suggestions for next week? Definitely let us know. Remember,
like Perrier, apparently.
It's going to be Mike's cheat day, so give him something good. And then we appreciate all the support. We really hope you enjoyed our live show this morning. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed.
It was fun
playing the casino.
It was fun leaving with money.
It was fun leaving with money. If Douche had her way, we would have kept playing a little bit longer, right?
Yeah. How about a Manhattan?
Put that on the list.
I've never had a Manhattan.
I've never had a Manhattan either. I like it.
I think
Tokyo tea. See, we've talked about that.
Yeah, but it's got like 30 different liquors in it that I don't have. I'll have to go buy a bunch of stuff, which I don't mind doing, but
well, hopefully this week we'll get you.
We'll have to do the Tokyo tea. It's a pretty big fan favorite out there. But a Manhattan may be kind of cool.
I like them both. I mean, I've never had them, but I like both of the ideas because I've heard of both of them, right?
Yeah. Well, like a Tom Collins and a Manhattan and all those fancy drinks that all the executives used to do back in the 60s. Give me a Tom Collins. So we can
definitely do that. Yeah, so
I wouldn't mind doing a Manhattan.
I like the ideas of doing stuff that's different. And the other thing is, like Kissy Cat recommended earlier,
Bushwhackers. What's a bushwhacker?
Is that really a drink?
I don't know if it's a drink or if it's somebody who goes and like cleans up somebody's yard or like a weed eater.
All right, we're gonna stay on task here, and
well, she said bushwhacker. I think that
look it up. It's probably a drink. Where was it going? Emojis. Yes, Kissy Cat recommended a martini emoji for the members emojis. So if you guys have other ideas and things that you want to see, definitely let us know, guys.
Well, and Mike's gonna work on the emojis because I just kind of threw some up there whenever
they're really small. They're hard to see. So hopefully you'll figure that out.
I'll do some better. Sean, you're losing your emoji.
Okay, Kelly Bell says bushwhackers are big. Oh, so it came from Kelly, so that's a safe bet. Well, Gary and Pop Pop are very funny a lot of times, so I didn't know if.
See, Brian even said weed whacker.
You to say something funny.
Slits and doobie. Yeah, I can't do that on here.
It's a mixed drink. It's like a white Russian, I guess. Okay, Kelly.
Well, we just did a white Russian kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. By the way, mine's empty.
So's mine.
It's like I just have a
Scotty H-Town didn't even show up to see his drink get drunk.
Yeah, Scotty H-Town, that was a wonderful suggestion. We appreciate it. Do you have anything else, baby, that you wanted to talk about? Any other things that I left off? Because I see you went down my list. Thank you for keeping me in line.
No, but thank you for giving me the list. That could help me keep on task and go over and find my stuff for you. So what are you guys thinking of the
Hi, welcome in, Sister Yoshi. Hope you guys are doing well.
Hope you guys are safe.
Stay safe from this weather that you guys are getting.
Brian is said that he's getting some rain. Jay got some pretty big rain yesterday in Vegas. What do you guys think of me being on here? instead of
like,
being in the background.
yeah, I like.
Well, I know you do because that's why I'm here, because you
We
begged
just
me.
need to get you a good setup. I took out his Denny's. Nobody even commented. I took out the Denny's
Yeah,
look.
it's just my little brother, which he's not really little, but he's like 50. But he said, "Yeah, it did look like you were sitting at Denny's," and I was like, "Thanks, Sister Yoshi." Yeah.
Oh, Sister Yoshi, you just had a tornado warning.
Oh, geez. In
Man,
California?
that's crazy. I hope you guys stay safe. We're thinking of you. And Brian was giving us an update as well. That's just terrible. Terrible,
Yeah,
terrible.
this weather is I want some of it though. If you guys want to share and bring it here so that Texas
Yeah, we could
the
do some
heat can
rain.
come down.
Gary wants to know, did you carve out that panel behind you?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh, no. I could
Just
though.
like I painted that painting that everybody said it looks like it was from Denny's last
Yes.
week. So we took it away.
No, actually I have all the tools. I could actually carve that
You
out.
could have done that, yes.
Yes.
No, that's just one of
I don't
my
know if I have the skills, but I have the tools to do it.
that usually sits in our living room, hangs on the wall behind his
And she said,
recliner.
"Put that in there," because
And I had to take it down.
all this gray is just. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do back here yet. I'm
Yeah.
going to move my desk up a little bit, and then I got to find something to go behind me.
Yeah, we got to make you where you're not so close to the wall,
Yeah.
right? So that we can put something behind you.
Your background like April's. Well, we almost did that today.
Oh,
So
Sister Yoshi, you missed that.
yeah, I'm actually probably going to go get a new TV to put behind
We
me.
attempted to put one back there. However, I got stung by wasps. And so we stopped that and threw this up instead. No doubt on the same foot that I hurt last week. So,
We are in the
no
Dallas-Fort
sandals.
Worth area, more Fort Worth than Dallas.
Yes,
Very.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you're I mean, we could all use some rain. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have had none. Well, no, it rained the other night.
But it was like very
Yeah,
minimal.
I think it was like evaporated as quick as it hit the ground. But
Yeah.
yeah, we haven't actually physically seen any since we were in Colorado. So definitely ready for some rain, ready for some of this heat to go away.
I'm ready to go outside and work.
Yeah, and that's actually going to be kind of cool. We're going to take you guys out there and get out of the studio and unplug, if you will.
Yes.
And go out and work on the camper. My goal is to have it done by the end of the year. It was
Welcome in, Bradley Jones.
it was gonna be by October, but it ain't gonna happen. Bradley Jones, what is up, my brother?
Hope you are doing well. And you are right, Kelly. It has been ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupid. It
Just
was.
way too hot.
She's right on the ocean, so I'm sure the humidity is just.
Gambling Mitzi is in as well. Thank you for
Holy
joining
cow.
us. Hope you're doing well.
All the OG people are in here.
Yes.
The OG Mike and April people.
So
Mitzi, how are you?
Yeah, so we are super thankful for everybody coming in this morning, watching us go live. That was a lot of fun. It's been a while. You know, we obviously were going to go live in Vegas, but we never made it, or we never stayed in Vegas long enough to go live from there. So this was kind of our makeup treat for you guys, was to get up and go live this morning. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
Had a good breakfast.
Yes, we had a great breakfast. It was great getting to see most of the people that we don't get to see on Sunday nights due to, you know, everybody's getting ready for work and whatnot. So we really appreciate everybody that came in this morning, and thank you for joining us again this afternoon.
And the peer pressure.
Scott.
Go to $10 and then do $100 spins, and yeah, Scott Nightingale was trying to do some major peer pressure. Him and Douche, you're not betting enough. Douche, are there any more games at that casino?
Well, that's what we were playing, the bonus challenge, which is very stringent on how you got to be very methodical how you plan that out. Absolutely. But I hope we hit a casino sometime in the near future again for you guys. If we could get WinStar to commit to allow us to film, we would go up there probably every other week on Thursday nights for you guys. So I am still trying to work on getting permission where we don't get kicked out. So if that happens, we would definitely go live.
Oh, we could go every Thursday or...
Yeah, we were going every Thursday for a while, right?
Yeah, loved it.
Absolutely enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. And then, you know, having you guys come in tonight and join us, we hope you're loving the new format. I like the new format. I think Mike brings a lot to the channel, to the show and the channel. But I enjoy having you here. It gives me somebody to interact with. You keep me on my toes. I think the humor is there, so I appreciate you joining us.
Gary's selling a log cabin a log home. I don't know if it's a log that he's hollowed out and calls it a home, or if it's a log cabin or whatever, but or what the difference between a cabin and a home is. But he's selling it on a lake, and I'll take it if it's in Colorado.
You sure he's not doing the George Strait?
Oh, I don't know. Well, no, I'm sure there's lakes in Arkansas.
And you're right, Scott. I did hit on that $2.50 suggestion. As a matter of fact, I think that's when I won my $104 when you had run to get us drinks. It was off of Scott's suggestion of bumping it up.
He also suggested that you empty the machine out and then say that you lost it to watch on my face.
Was
So
that him?
yeah, it was Scott. Well, you said it was Scott.
I couldn't remember who it was, to be honest.
Who else would it have been?
Yeah, but you're right. I should have taken the ticket out.
That would have actually been funny because my voice would have gone up a couple octaves.
4-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,200 square feet. Look at you go, Gary.
In Colorado, I'll take it.
It is in Colorado?
No.
Oh, I got excited for a second. Yeah, 250 is our bet too.
250 is my bet.
We're doing a Dragon Link, whether it's the dimes or the nickels. We do really well on 250 all the time. I do enjoy that.
Scott claims he did not do that. I wasn't there, so
I don't know that it wasn't Scott. It might have been Jamel, or it was Rocket, Captain Happy. It was someone,
or Carl or Steve or Tommy, Billy. It was one of those other guys.
I can't remember, but somebody said cash out the ticket, and
one of those other guys that was in the chat when you weren't around. It was when you weren't here.
Maybe it was Pop.
It might have been that. Actually,
that actually seems to be a little more accurate to be Pop. But
all right, dude, we've been going for an hour and
yes, let's
21
head out.
minutes.
We will see y'all next Sunday. Vacation vlog is dropping this week, so put that notification bell. It is.
I don't even have it even started to be edited. So
you can do it. I have faith in you. Look forward.
Yeah, we didn't do a vlog this weekend, so there won't be one next Friday for that. So, but just a vacation vlog.
Yeah, sounded like a romper room calling out names. I love Gary. He's greatness.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
I love our people.
Yeah, we will see you next Sunday. We will definitely be dropping some videos, so hit that notification bell so that you will see when these drop. We appreciate your love and support. Please be sure you hit that thumbs up button. The best thing you can do for us is hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment once we are done and have posted it. That helps us get in the algorithm. It'll help us grow. We appreciate everything you guys have done for us. If you're not subscribed to Ron and Sharon, they are celebrating their 1-year anniversary. So please go and check out Ron and Sharon, Lucky in Love. They are fabulous. They went live last night.
I think I saw that the Yoshis were going to be doing a live weather thing.
Oh, that's right. It's not up there because we've changed it, but they are doing a hurricane.
I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but if they are, go check them out. Check everybody out.
So
hang out.
Yep, guys. So everybody have a great week. Check out other people's channels. Continue to
check out other people's channels.
Yeah, the Ron and Sharon's.
Oh, I thought you meant just random.
Yes, no. Go check out all of our supporters. And we appreciate everything. We will see you live next Sunday if I can't get him to go to casino before then.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
You guys take care. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Mike and April Studio production.